YouTube has changed the world, man.
Slower, spinnier one and roll it up high on someone's backhand, especially if you're playing a guy. That would be a really good play if a guy has a slice backhand. If you're playing a lot of guys with one-handers, that extra kicking ball will really do a lot of damage. I would encourage you to try to do that. That was cramped and it looked tight, it looked stiff. Come on, accelerate. That's pretty good. It bounced up high in the back wall. It's a pretty good shot.
Close.
No, yeah, look like this. Yeah. The elbow in tight. Try to release. Good job, Joe. Yeah, that's nice. You went here, and you just kept flowing through it.
Yeah.
That's good. That's nice. It looks clean. Nice. Good job, good job. Yeah, you can. You have both options. Don't land on your heels. Yeah, see, you drill very nice. Now, when we were hitting yesterday, sometimes you would over-rotate. Sometimes when you were getting pushed back, you would end up maybe either adducted or over-rotated. So just be aware of that. That's a common issue, like especially going back on defense. A lot of players will get sort of tangled up, or they'll get very narrow in their base when they're pushed back in the corner. Just be aware of that. Come on, fast racket. That's nice. Like if you're playing indoors, that's a good indoors ball. If you're playing outdoors on clay, you can go up a little higher, a little more upstairs, a little heavier. Good. Yeah, that one's a little slow, so it might work if the other player has trouble with the high ball, but it could also you can also get in trouble. If you play a lot of spin and it just sits up fast enough, or it's not deep enough, some good players will just step in and they'll hurt you. So just be careful with that. Nice. Don't land on your heels. Stay ready here, yeah. Don't be heelsy. That's great. That's a nice looking stroke. I think you'll like that one on video too. Nice, good job. Come on. Okay. It's a little stiff there, a little tight. Yeah. There was some tension through the distal joints here. Dribble. Try to stay. Really helps. Try to stay loose, yeah. Like you're skipping a rock, you know. It's a really cool feeling when it starts to click. Yeah, that's nice. That's good. You know, when you're playing a match and if there's tension, if there's pressure, that can manifest right in those joints getting tighter. Or if you try to overhit, a lot of players when they want to hit harder, they tighten right through the distal joints here. So just be aware of that situationally, it can just get tighter. A good way to practice that is like do a lot of shadow swings, do a lot of loosening like that. Like if you're waiting to return serve, or if you notice that you're feeling a little tense, you get the stress is rising maybe. Gotta stay whippy. Last couple. Yeah. Good. Nice. Good windshield wiper. This one's not powerful enough. Like you won't do much damage with that. You gotta really accelerate. Let the racket head whip through. Good. Nice. Good. Okay, nice spin. Too short. Nice, good wide base. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Good. This is really nice. You're very relaxed. You have that finish where the elbow, the forearm is close to your rib cage here. Nice. That shows you're very relaxed. You go out and then you reel it back in. You go out and reel it back in. I like that.
Getting that side spacing is...
Right. So yeah, yesterday we were talking about how you don't want to receive the ball like in, you don't want to line up with the ball like we were saying in other sports like basketball, baseball. You receive the ball straight up. So in this case, you want to be staggered. You want to have an offset in how you receive the ball. That's so important. I think just visually, I think you made a great point that a lot of players try to probably line up from, maybe they learned that in other sports to get behind the ball, you know? Yeah, like you're playing shortstop, the ball's coming, you're gonna receive the ball.
And you go towards it also. That's the other thing where here you're turning and waiting.
Well, I mean, sometimes in baseball, like if there's a fly, you go back, you go back first to catch your football. But yeah, you're receiving a football. What do? You try to be here. You wouldn't want to be offset. But in tennis, that's a great. I mean, it's a really good point. You want to be offset. Nice. Yes, very good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is very spinny. I'm sure I didn't see it, but I'm sure it had a nice high.
Too.
Yeah, you can see it.
It was a little looser.
Nice. We also talked about keeping the hands away. So in the beginning, trying to do this push out. This is kind of like doing a push up in midair here. And it's also a tricep extension. It's basically as you start the backswing, you're coiling and extending. You see this subtle extension in at my elbow joint. Rather, if you stay flexed here, not all the time, but like we were talking about Fritz and some other forehands there are many forehands that start like this, but as they go back, they go out. But with a lot of people, when they start like this, they end up going around their body here. So that's a danger.
If I start like this, I don't go out. So I'm trying that.
Right. So yeah, I think I tend to teach this push out because it's just easier to like manage in your brain. You're like, oh, I'm going to get this out in the beginning, my hands away, and I'm going to try to keep my hands on the right side of my body. And because from here, the swing often takes a turn inside. The swing comes to the inside. And if you can think about swinging to the outside, getting your hand to the outside, that will help the compact nature of the backswing, and it's really good for the stroke. And you're doing that really nicely. There are examples of, even Nadal starts here and then. Good. Good space. Good space. I like it. Yeah, good job offsetting there. Like it was coming at you and you did a nice offset. At the end, try not to have any extra loss of balance. At the end, just try to be really stabilize yourself. Stability is the key. You want stability pre-shot, so as you set up, you obviously want stability, but then people sometimes don't think about, at post-shot, you want to also be very stable, and that facilitates your recovery. Nice, good job. Yeah, good hip rotation. Good. The more you can show me the print on your shirt, that indicates to me you're using more of the trunk rotators. Primarily the obliques. The obliques are really powerful here in terms of trunk rotators. Yeah, the string, the print there. Good job, good job. People always talk about using the hips in the kinetic chain, but I think people don't talk as much about the abdominal musculature and how active it is. On the serve too, the abdominal musculature, the obliques are very active in terms of they help your shoulders rotate down and up. So I just think that's an under narrated story. Doing great. I mean, you're fit and you're healthy, and you got a great game, and it's awesome that you want to compete. I have a lot of respect for that. It's so much fun.
I really appreciate you
I'm
working
gonna
with me.
get out there when I'm old. I'm gonna join you out there and play doubles together. Play on the senior.
100 plus.
Yeah.
They have one where you combine the ages.
That sounds like so much fun. I like your idea of the floor to circuit.
Yeah,